Kansas 811.
After another day of warm temperatures, a little hot during the late afternoon, but not too humid. We've cooled off rather steadily now into the upper 60s east and lower to mid 70s over the western half of the region. Mostly clear right now. We'll see partly cloudy weather move in and areas of clouds, maybe a stray shower early tomorrow. But when better chances for some scattered showers and storms moves our way, that's coming up.
Covering local news that matters. KSNT News starts now.
There's been lots of health talks in this pandemic, but don't forget your mental well-being.
The isolation alone leads to greater levels of anxiety, of depression, of suicidal, thoughts.
What your state lawmakers are doing to improve mental health resources right here in the Sunflower State. And a person hit riding their bike in the capital city. Police still trying to figure out what happened. We'll have the latest. Plus, a grieving family wants to stop others from going through what they are, so they're raising awareness.
That's our focus on this, is the domestic violence, so it doesn't happen again.
How you can help their cause too is coming up. And thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm Brooke Lennington. Tonight, a beloved business in Topeka is calling it quits, not just because of this pandemic, but because one of the co-owners is dealing with a major medical issue. Our Kelly Saberi joins us live to explain. Kelly?
Yeah, that's right, Brooke. Steve Stutzman of the Stutzman Leather Shop in Noto went into the hospital on July 1st thinking that he had kidney stones. As it turns out, it was a pancreatic tumor. Now, doctors told him that chemo could be an option, but that it could not be surgically removed. And that's when he began to look for other ideas. That took him south to Mexico, where they're allowed to use holistic treatments that aren't used in the U.S. Without insurance in Mexico, though, they began to fundraise and decided it was time to close the shop.
Just an incredible outpouring of generosity and support from friends and family. We were able to get the money to go down to the clinic. And we were down there for 3 weeks, and the report that we got at the end of that time, the end of that 3 weeks, was very encouraging.
Now, when he was supposed to leave, his gallbladder acted up and then needed to be removed on top of all of that. Stutzman is also the director of facilities at the Topeka Rescue Mission. Now, the Rescue Mission, Open Way Church, and the Noto organization are all holding a fundraiser this Thursday right here where I am in Redbud Park. It's going to be a fish fry fundraiser, and I'm told that the chef is actually a former restaurant owner in Las Vegas and that the food is supposed to be delicious. We have all the details for you on our website at ksnt.com. Live in North Topeka, covering local news that matters, Kelly Saberi, KSNT News.
All right, thank you so much, Kelly. And tonight, preparations are underway for a benefit to help prevent domestic violence after the murder of a 20-year-old Topeka woman. The Shawnee County Sheriff's Office says that Hannah King was killed by her 21-year-old boyfriend, Connor O'Hara. They say O'Hara shot King before turning the gun on himself. This happened in the Montera neighborhood of Topeka earlier this month. Her family says they didn't know the chaos unfolding in their relationship behind closed doors. And they say that King was an artist, a mother, and an advocate for single mothers, along with people suffering from abuse. Now her colleagues and friends are creating Hannah-Palooza, an educational concert to prevent more deaths like hers. There will be live music, art auctions, and gift basket raffles. But more importantly, there will also be resources available for anyone involved in an abusive relationship.
Anyone that needs help will be able to be contacted in person by someone here. And once again, that's our focus on this, is the domestic violence, so it doesn't happen again.
The fundraiser will be at Victoria's Bar in Topeka on Sunday afternoon. All money raised will go towards King's daughter. And if you'd like all the details, we posted them for you on our website. Just head to ksnt.com.
Well, without the humidity, the heat over the last few days have been tolerable, but it has had a little bit more of a summer feel to the air with that very warm afternoon weather. This evening, though, temperatures are settling back quickly into the 70s, even some upper 60s right now. Forbes Field at 68. It's currently 69 degrees at Billard Airport, downtown at 73, and 73 on the west side of Topeka as well. Downtown Manhattan holding at 76, with Junction City reporting 74 and 75 degrees. It's 70 at Marysville, 72 at Sabetha, currently 71 for McLouth. Definitely mild. There's a little bit more moisture in the air. Not a lot. It is still fairly dry. Dew points are in the 50s to right about 60. Again, just a little slight increase of humidity so far, but with southeasterly wind through the night and picking up a little bit through the daytime tomorrow, we will finally start to see an increase in humidity. We've been watching scattered showers develop over western and southern Oklahoma. Most of those are trying to drift northward. We'll get some of the clouds by tomorrow morning. A stray shower possible toward 8, 9, likely at the earliest. We're looking at just isolated rains. And then through the day, not a lot of precipitation. Wednesday's chance is somewhat low. We get into Thursday, that's a little different story. We start to see more rounds of showers and a few thunderstorms. We'll take a closer look at that and how long these rain chances stick around. That's coming up.
New tonight, Topeka police are looking for answers after a person was hit while riding their bike. A witness to it tells us they believe the bike rider was a child. Now, officers responded just before 7 this evening to the central Topeka scene. This happened near the intersection of 10th and Boswell. That's just a few blocks from Stormont Vale Hospital. Police tell us a victim from the crash has life-threatening injuries. Police don't know yet who else was involved in this crash and are not able to share any details about the victim at this time. If you have any information, you can make an anonymous tip to Shawnee County Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen here right now. It's 785-234-0007 if you want to pull out a pen and paper and jot that down real quick. Now, if you don't have a chance to get that jotted down real quick, we also have that number for you online at KSNT.com. Now to coronavirus news tonight. Pfizer is inching closer to making COVID vaccines available for younger kids. The company has now submitted data to the FDA on how the shots work in 5 to 11-year-olds. They could apply for emergency use authorization in the coming weeks. Currently, only people 12 years and older can get a shot. One area that could see a difference if a vaccine is approved for younger kids is in schools, some having to close because of coronavirus spread in classrooms.
It may just mean if this does reduce spread or cases, then it may help districts avoid getting to the point where they have to make that kind of decision.
Now, if approved, younger kids could start getting the vaccine by the end of October. Out of Riley County tonight, positive COVID cases are on the rise once again. Health officials are seeing around 25 new cases per day, and they say most of these cases stem from students being back in school. The biggest group affected right now is young adults, so 18 to 30-year-olds, but they're also seeing a new trend.
So college students and then more into the workforce. But we have seen it kind of spread out from where we were this time last year. We've seen a lot more younger kids test positive.
And health officials are still encouraging people to get vaccinated, including those who now need a booster shot. Riley County will be holding a vaccine clinic this Thursday. For more information on that, make sure to head to our website, KSNT.com, and click on this story. And from our KSNT News Capitol Bureau tonight, a mental health crisis has lawmakers meeting at the state capitol, which you're seeing a live look of here behind me. Now, they're launching new efforts to address rising suicide rates in Kansas. This has been a growing issue during this pandemic, creating an even greater need to open up about these struggles and how to deal with them. Some people are turning to practicing mindfulness and meditation to unwind. I've tried that myself. Now, mental health advocates say that now more than ever, people are finding ways to make mental health a priority.
The isolation alone leads to greater levels of anxiety, of depression, of suicidal, thoughts.
We've had people go through a lot of stressors like losing a family member, and just coming here and forgetting about that during their workout has helped them tremendously.
And according to the Kansas Health Institute, the suicide rate in Kansas is nearly 1.5 times higher in recent years than about a decade ago. Well, we're about a year out from elections, can you believe it? But today, a number of organizations in Shawnee County are coming together to hold a candidate forum for Topeka Mayor and City Council. The forum was virtual, starting at 6 o'clock tonight. And today is National Voter Registration Day. And this is for a chance for voters to hear directly from mayor and city council candidates before the election on November 2nd. Now, we caught up with two Topeka mayoral candidates, Leo Cangiani and Mike Padilla, to hear what they feel are the big issues. Here's what they had to say.
The perception has been the biggest teller of for me. I say, oh, I'm from Topeka. Oh, really? Like, it's all over the city. So it's a problem where it's externally, people see Topeka in a different light. Even internally, lots of people here feel disappointed in our own city.
And consistently, you hear people concerned about public safety. Public safety is always important for all of us. The thing to do is to look at public safety in different ways so that it isn't just a matter of policing, it is a matter of looking at root causes.
And organizers of tonight's forum say they hope it helps local voters make more informed decisions. Well, he left for war and never came back, but now a small Kansas town is welcoming him home. We'll tell you how up next as he comes back to the place some say he still watches over.
And later in sports, perhaps KU football's biggest struggle Coach Leipold is addressing. Plus, get to know the Football Frenzy Game of the Week teams before they match up Friday night. Stick around.
You're watching KSNT News at 10 with Brooke Lennington and Chief Meteorologist Matt Miller.
Tomorrow morning on KSNT, we're covering local news that matters as the Shawnee County District Attorney Mike Kage joins us live in studio to give us the latest from the courts. Plus, we take you to Strong City where locals are trying to restore the Uptown Theater.
And we have some much better temperatures in the forecast too. Finally starting to see those numbers trending down. We're also going to be going over some rain chances to end out the week too.
No better way to start your day. Join us Wednesday between 4:30 and 7.
Experience the wild flavors of the Topeka Zoo at the Steins and Vines events. Get a commemorative zoo glass and enjoy the night of animals, drinks, and entertainment. Go to topekazoo.org for tickets. Don't miss out October 2nd.
If you want the job done right the first time, you call Thrasher Foundation Repair. Thrasher levels and repairs concrete driveways, sidewalks, and patios for satisfied homeowners across the Midwest. Schedule your free inspection today.
Welcome to Oktoberfest at the Blind Tiger.
Oatsoft is tapped. Oktoberfest is coming to the Blind Tiger Brewery and Restaurant. Our celebration coincides with the original Oktoberfest in Munich. Bring the family and celebrate the German way at the Blind Tiger Brewery. Enjoy authentic German cuisine. Raise a glass of our delicious Oktoberfest beer, brewed right here at the Blind Tiger Brewery. We are your beer garden. Come join us at 37th and Kansas. Prost!
Devon James wins.
After a car accident, life gets tough.
At Devon James, we fight for what really matters.
You have your everyday bills and now the accident bills.
You have to get better while you're still trying to get by.
And who knows what's down the road?
So call us at Devon James. We'll fight for everything you deserve.
And you don't pay us anything until we win your case.
That's our no-fee guarantee.
Devon James wins. Call 888-8888.
Don't miss Going Once, Going Twice, Gone at the Columbian Theater in Wamego.
Watch KCN Zone for your VIP, all-access coverage of your team.
KCN Zone, Fridays at 10 on KTMJ. Sponsored by Manhattan Tech and Farview Farms.
When you take a statin drug to reduce cholesterol, it can also deplete your CoQ10 levels. Cunol can help restore this important heart health nutrient. Cunol, the better CoQ10.
Just live in the moment.
Weekday mornings at 11. You're watching KSNT News at 10. Winner of the regional Edward R. Murrow Award for continuing coverage.
Decades after his death, war hero and father Emil Capon finally arrived home in Kansas. And KSNT News reporter Mackenzie Davis introduces us to him and the legacy he's leaving behind in tonight's Someone You Should Know.
It's home at last.
It's been a long time coming for the town of Pilsen, Kansas to have Father Emil Capon home at last.
It means a lot. I mean, we've been waiting for it for a long time. We thought it would never happen. It's a miracle in itself that it did.
Father's memory and stories being passed on from generation to generation, keeping his legacy alive in his hometown.
He played baseball with us, and I was shocked that a priest could play baseball.
He married my parents must be close to 75 years ago. I think that's how long it's been, before he went overseas.
After a warm welcome back into town, Father Capon's remains arrived in his home parish, where he was priest.
I'm sure he's smiling down from heaven.
I want you to see his nieces and nephews gathered at the coffin in the church, as a family would gather with a deceased loved one, so that they finally have that closure. They finally have that moment to be with their uncle.
Many people from Pilsen saying this is what they have been waiting for.
I've heard about Father Capon all my life. It's amazing. I'm glad that they're able to be a part of it. I'm glad that this is something that they'll always remember.
Tonight, a public vigil was held for him, and tomorrow a horse-drawn procession will take his remains to his final resting place. He will be laid to rest in the Catholic Diocese of Wichita. Covering local news that matters, Mackenzie Davis, KSNT News.
And today it was a busy day at a Wichita high school bearing Father Capon's name. Students and staff pitching in for their own tribute ahead of this evening's vigil. The school is home to a rotunda filled with items belonging to the late priest. Students get to see the items at school, but now they're inviting the community inside to take a tour as well.
I always tell the students that, I'm just not sure if we'll ever get his remains back. So the fact that we get to offer these great tours, personally, I'm very, very excited.
And the high school opening its doors for about an hour and a half today for those tours. Just more proof of what a widespread impact the Kansas priest still has on our state. Now, if you have someone that you think we should know, be sure to nominate them online. Just head to our website and use our Share It feature at ksnt.com, or you can always use our mobile app as well.
Today, temperatures were warming up into the 80s and lower 90s again. Now, through the day tomorrow, we won't be quite as warm. We'll see scattered clouds, maybe a stray shower between that 8 and 10 o'clock time when some widespread cloud cover moves through. Otherwise, southeasterly breezes, upper 70s at noon, and on track for still warm but slightly lower than what we had today, more middle 80s for highs on the Wednesday afternoon time frame. When some more widespread rain chances will move our way, that's coming up.
Have no fear, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be.
There's a lot to worry about in life. Cox gives us one less thing to worry about online with advanced Wi-Fi security for everyone in your home.
We all do things every day to stay healthy and safe, for ourselves and for others. The same is true for our hospitals. But right now, we are pushed to our limits because this isn't a COVID crisis. It's a health crisis, and we need everyone's help. Get vaccinated, wear your mask, wash your hands, and keep a safe distance. Doing your part to protect others from COVID-19 is essential. Lives depend on it.
We went to a Chiefs party before there were vaccines. My 10-year-old daughter, Vivi, got COVID the worst. She had the most excruciating pain that we have ever seen her in. It was the most powerless and helpless and hopeless I have ever felt as a parent. If you choose to not get vaccinated, you are taking a risk every day, and you may wait until it's too late.
Go to getvaccineanswers.org, a message from the Kansas Department of Health and Environment.
How does it feel to have an Angie home? Like savoring a midnight snack in your newly renovated dream kitchen. Get started on your next home project at Angie.com or download the Angie mobile app today. Make your home an Angie home. Angie, and done.
This season, the symphony's exploring the music of dance. We call it Dance Mix, and I'm ready for practice.
You'll hear the sound of ballet, waltz, and flamenco.
English country, Slavic music, and much more. Don't miss the Homecoming Dance featuring Stravinsky's Firebird and superstar violinist Rachel Lee Priday, October 2nd at White Concert Hall.
Hey, shake it off, Maestro.
I'll see you at the symphony.
Enjoy Family Service and Guidance Center's Meals for Mental Health event at Texas Roadhouse. Purchase a ticket and order from a special menu anytime in October, dine in or to go. You'll be helping thousands of local kids living with mental health challenges. See website for details.
Kansas Association of Broadcasters Best Sportscast, 2 years in a row. KSNT News, local news that matters. Now, your Storm Track weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Miller.
Mild weather tonight with increased cloud cover as we head toward morning. There's that slight chance for a shower around tomorrow, mid-morning, and then again toward the late part of the day. A couple of opportunities for a little bit of rain, but by far better rain chances move in toward Thursday, Friday, and likely into Saturday. Some scattered rains, but we will cool down during that period of time into the weekend as well. Taking a look right now over Emporia, it is still clear to partly cloudy. We've been watching thin clouds, mid and high level clouds come in occasionally, but for the most part, it's still mostly clear. Currently in Topeka, mainly clear sky. Current temperature sitting at 69 degrees. The dew point at 59 with a light east wind of 7 miles per hour. It's a comfortable evening, and into the night we'll be dropping back like we have the last few nights into the low to mid 60s. Now this morning we made it down to 60, turned around and warmed up to 92. Again, several days now in a row up over 90 degrees without high humidity, and every single one of those days the heat index has stayed lower than the air temperature. So we've been enjoying that dry warmth rather than our more typical hot humid weather. We've had hot and dry weather, and with that cooling off nicely in the evening. Upper 60s east, low to mid 70s to the west. Heat index isn't really too much of an issue this evening, but during the day we've seen again the lower heat index than the actual air temperature because of the lower dew points. Now that is going to change on us just a little bit. We've been watching the dew points for the last 2 or 3 days hold up in the 50s, but with a southeasterly breeze continuing through the night and then actually picking back up a little bit more so tomorrow in that 10 to 15, if not even gusting to 20 mile per hour range during the daytime. That's going to start to bring in higher levels of humidity, and you see that moving in, coming up from the south. That'll continue to spread in throughout the course of the day tomorrow. So humidity will be rising. The chance for rain's there. Right now it's developing to our south, and we'll continue to watch these areas of showers down to our south. This disturbance is going to try to lift northward, should kind of fizzle a little bit as it arrives, but a stray shower and more cloud cover is a possibility. And then there's still a couple more systems stacking up to the west that'll be coming in, giving us our next chances for showers. Again, an isolated shower tomorrow during the day, possible. Certainly shouldn't be too widespread. A few light rain showers here and there. Drying out again in the evening hours. And then as we head into Thursday, now we're starting to look at more widespread showers and thunderstorms at times on Thursday, and then we catch some breaks, and we'll see that again off and on through Friday and Saturday as well. Tonight down to 65 degrees, southeast wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour, 84 tomorrow with a southeast breeze 10 to 15. And after that, we're looking at a better rain chance. Tomorrow's rain chance 30%, then 60% for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Scattered rains with highs into the upper 70s, lows into the low 60s. Maybe a few showers early Sunday before clearing back out. And then we cool down for the next couple of days with highs back in the low 70s and overnight lows into the lower 50s. Typically, we like to say hello to our students that we go out and talk to, and in this case, a virtual visit from Spring Valley Elementary in Junction City. Didn't get a chance to get their photos on in the earlier broadcast, but want to say hello to the first graders out there, part of our Kids Learning About the Weather program, brought to you by Vaughn Pediatric Dentistry. Hopefully the teachers will be able to share the video of that for them. I'm assuming they should be in bed by this point. From Lois Pelton at Banner Lake, a nice evening sky there. And another view of a few clouds reflecting off the water there in Topeka from Webb Garling House.
And now, Matt, every time you show the kids pictures, I always see a handful with their arms in the air. So
yes.
What is the most common question you get during those visits?
Typically, it's questions about why we get tornadoes or how they start, how they form. I think we all know they happen, but that question that a lot of kids have, a lot of them were taught things like, or simplistically saying, oh, it's hot and cold air chasing each other around, and that's not what it is at all. And so we have to try to explain it to them about how it's the storms and when the winds are just right and the storm is twisting. I always use the example, if you put a finger in a glass of water and you start spinning it around, you see a little funnel. You get the storm spinning in the sky, you get a funnel. So
yeah.
all kind of
you can also do that with the cup too. You just got to be careful.
That's true, yeah.
All righty. Well, hey, the Jayhawks, they haven't won since their first game of the season, dropping some close matchups. But up next in sports, what Coach Lance Leipold says is the main issue.
Hey everyone, tonight we have an all-new show. Jake Gyllenhaal will be here. Karamo Brown will be here. And we have a performance from G-Eazy featuring Demi Lovato. It is a great show tonight.
New Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon tonight.
The Professional Armed Forces Rodeo Association's 20th Anniversary World Championship Rodeo is coming to Landon Arena October 7th through the 9th at the Stormont Vale Event Center in Topeka. This military veterans exclusive rodeo features contestants representing all branches of service who come together and serve their communities through servant leadership and compete in the sport of rodeo. Tickets are only $17 in advance. Get yours now at the Sky Zone box office or Ticketmaster.com. For more information, visit www.rodeopafrit.com.
The Hispanic population in the United States is more than 60 million people, making people of Hispanic origin the nation's largest ethnic or racial minority. Hispanics constituted 18.5% of the nation's total population.
Celebrating Hispanic heritage. Sponsored by Reese's Fine Foods.
In the last year, there was a victim of identity theft every 3 seconds. Could it happen to you?
Somebody used my identification. They had a driver's license in my name, and they had actually purchased a $50,000 vehicle and drove it off the lot. I thought this only happened in the movies. I didn't know what to do, but thankfully I had LifeLock.
With LifeLock, you have a team of experts on your side. Every member gets identity theft detection and alerts, a US-based restoration agent to fix issues, and LifeLock's $1 million protection package, providing experts and lawyers if needed.
My membership included coverage for an attorney, so I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. LifeLock provides the type of protection I need.
Help protect what's yours with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection. Call the number on your screen or visit lifelock.com. Use promo code MY25 to save 25% off your first year. Call right now.
I've been with Nell now for 2.5 years. I just feel like I am making a difference in her life.
At Care.com, you can find the help your mom needs to stay independent at home. Search from lots of local caregivers. It costs less than you think. Join now, Care.com.
This week's Pets in Need Spotlight is Charlotte Cooper. Charlotte is a 10-year-old pit bull mix who is looking for a loving home where she can retire. She is a social girl who loves meeting new people. You can meet Charlotte by appointment at Helping Hands Humane Society.
She seemed like a typical mom, but
she was running a massage parlor.
You told the producers that you felt so much shame. I think you say that because you know that's what you're supposed to say.
New Dr. Phil. Tomorrow at 3 on KSNT. Now sports with Lainey Gerber.
This week's Football Frenzy Game of the Week features two teams who both come in with something to prove. KSNT's Glenn Kinley introduces us to Riley County and Chapman.
I think it'd be a big statement game. I mean, beating a team like Chapman at our home field, it would be something special.
It's going to mean everything. I mean, we all got to come together and, play how we've been playing.
You may not have expected the Falcons to start the year 4-0 after losing stud running back Nick Allen. But at Riley County,
we did expect it. We were probably about the only ones that did expect it.
Their success hasn't surprised Chapman head coach Kurt Webster either.
I expected them to be 4-0 when we played them. And, the type of tradition they have and the type of dynamic athletes they have and how well coached they are. I mean, you assume you're going to get a great game from them. We're going to have to play well to win.
As for the mindset of the Irish going into this one,
keep our head down, keep grinding, and if we keep doing our things, eventually people are going to take notice. So
we expect to go out there and again just be physical every play, and we expect to
go out there and hit people as hard as we can.
And it just so happens to be homecoming for the Falcons. It'll be a special night for the Riley County senior class.
It's going to be a big crowd. We don't want to disappoint them, so we're dialed in and we're ready to go.
We're looking forward to a very tough test with Chapman. Very quality opponent, well-coached team, and can't wait for Friday.
The Falcons boast solid wins over Silver Lake and Clay Center, but Coach Williman tells me this week's matchup with Chapman will be their toughest test yet. Don't miss the action. We'll have it for you this Friday on Football Frenzy. Reporting in Riley, covering local news that matters, Glenn Kinley, KSNT Sports.
And KU football is on the road again this weekend at Iowa State. The Jayhawks are 1-3 and obviously have some areas that need some improvement. A big area is second half performance. So far, the Jayhawks have been outscored by opponents 97 points to 26 in the second half, and it's cost them some close games.
When we haven't done something, they have quickly striked against us, the opponent, and scored. And then that everything that we've battled and built up starts to, that confidence subsides.
Leipold added they're going to work on keeping the players' heads high. The Jayhawks game at Iowa State kicks off at 6. And that's your look at sports. Matt's back after the break with a final look at the forecast.
Car wrecks don't keep regular business hours, and neither do we.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck after 5 p.m., don't wait until tomorrow to get the help you need now.
We're your 24/7 injury attorneys.
Call 431-0000.
Call us for 3M earplug cases. HME Inc. is hiring in Topeka. Engineers, estimators, fabricators, and welders needed. Apply in person or online at hmeinc.net.
Hey anglers, Milford Lake offers some of the best smallmouth bass, blue catfish, walleye, wiper, crappie, and white bass fishing in Kansas. It's the fishing that makes Milford Lake special, and anglers can expect to catch a diverse species of fish throughout the year. Milford Lake, the fishing capital of Kansas, with 163 miles of shoreline, making it the largest lake in Kansas. Located in the heart of the Flint Hills, just west of Junction City. See our website for upcoming fishing tournaments. All-season fishing at Milford Lake.
Cunol turmeric supports healthy joints and inflammation response. Unlike regular turmeric, Cunol's superior absorption helps you get the full benefits of turmeric. Cunol, the better turmeric.
That should hold it for now. What should we do?
I know what to do.
You do?
I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money in our account as soon as the same business day.
You're my hero.
Saving the day is easy with CashNet USA.
When you need money fast, be the hero. Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need now.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always, Toyota SUVs.
Get 2.49% APR for 72 months and $750 TFS subvention cash on the 2021 RAV4 Highlander and Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Normal. We're all trying to get back to it together. But what if there were a new normal? One where everyone recognized how much we need everyone else and how much we need everyone to be healthy. At Grace Med, that's our hope. That's why we provide a medical home in 16 locations with a wide range of healthcare services for everyone, regardless of their ability to pay. It's also why we deliver care when and where it's needed most. Because we're Grace Med, the home of hope care for everyone.
Can you retire? Have you saved enough? Are you overpaying on taxes in retirement? Hi, I'm Megan Jones. Join me for Money Matters, where we help answer your biggest questions so you can plan for an ideal retirement.
Money Matters, Sunday mornings at 10.
Car wrecks don't keep regular business hours, and neither do we.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck after 5 p.m., don't wait until tomorrow to get the help you need now.
We're your 24/7 injury attorneys.
Call 431-0000.
Call us for 3M earplug cases.
A final story for you tonight. A 7-year-old is living out his dream of being a police officer. Take a listen.
Are you willing to take the job of Chief of Police of the city of Jeffersontown?
So dang cute there, that emphatic yes. The young Kentucky boy battles a nervous system disorder, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation is helping him get a jump start on his dream career. getting to ride around and spend the day with police officers. And Matt, just hearing that little yes, I mean, everything about that just touches your soul.
Oh, it was great. It reminds me of when you took the job here, and that was, I remember your same reaction. I wish it was
exactly.
recorded.
Something like that.
Yeah. All right, low temperatures tonight falling back down into the mid-60s, then mid-80s tomorrow. Scattered clouds and isolated shower thunderstorm with better rain chances later in the week.
One of Matt's better jokes, I gotta say. Thanks for watching KSNT News at 10.